All right, so you got tomorrow night. Errol Spence defending his IBF welterweight belt versus Lamont Peterson, um, and this will be his first title defense. This will be Spence's first title defense since winning the belt from Kell Brook. Um, Look, with the Lamont Peterson fight, the way I see it, um, Lamont Peterson has a reputation of giving tough fights, right? If you look out through his career, he's given guys some tough fights, some of the bigger names. Amir Khan, where he won that fight, although I thought he lost. Um, Danny Garcia, that was a back and forth fight you could have given to any guy. Um, Timothy Bradley in his earlier career, thought Bradley beat him, but he gave him a pretty good fight. Um, but he's always come up short, right? He's usually comes up short against top-notch fighters. Yeah, he has a win. He has a win here and there, but for the most part, he's always come up short. And fighting a bigger, I wouldn't say necessarily a bigger man, but just a more stronger man than him. Um, let's not forget he did get knocked out by Lucas Matisse, who, I'm not saying Lucas Matisse is a nobody, but a smaller guy than Errol Spence. So you take that, and you also take into consideration that Lamont Peterson, more than likely is not in his best days, and I think this is a fight. This fight's going to turn out to be a showcase fight. Do I think he can give Spence some problems? Yeah, I believe that he could give Spence some problems. Um, you take Spence's last fight versus Kell Brook. Although I picked Spence to win, and he did. He stopped Kell Brook. But there was some moments in the fight where he looked exposed. But anyway, I think that when it comes to Errol Spence and the people that are behind him, they know what they're doing. They know that they know that they're very much aware that this is a winnable fight, and this is why he's having it, right? Before they step him in there against another elite fighter, or an elite fighter. Let's say like a guy like Terrence Crawford. I think Lamont Peterson, they view it as this is a fight they need. It's necessary to his development before they put him in there with the likes of a Terrence Crawford, for example, Keith Thurman. Yes, I know there's a lot of, Errol Spence wants to fight Keith Thurman right now, and Keith Thurman is ducking him. I don't really want to get into that, whether he is or isn't. I know Keith Thurman is coming off an injury, and he got a pretty good fight coming up in his next fight with Vargas. So I'm not gonna really get into all that, but I would say that Lamont Peterson, I can see why they picked him for his next fight, for his first title defense with the IBF. Um, and I view it as a litmus test. Let's see what he does to guys like that before you put him in there with the likes of a Terrence Crawford or a Keith Thurman. Guys that I would probably give them the slight edge over Errol Spence, especially with Terrence Crawford. I would give him the slight edge. Not to say that Errol Spence couldn't beat him or beat him and Keith Thurman. Of course, he's a big, strong welterweight, and he is a big welterweight. Probably bigger than those guys, right? So, it makes sense why they would want a Lamont Peterson fight, which I believe is gonna. It could be competitive early, and turn into a blowout later in the fight, or it can be a blowout from the beginning. Either way, I expect Errol Spence to pretty easily beat Lamont Peterson. But it's interesting. Let's see what happens. I will keep my eyes on this fight. I will watch it Saturday night. But I'm pretty confident the A side, Errol Spence Jr., will be the B side, Lamont Peterson. And Lamont Peterson, anyway, has always come up short against these kind of elite fighters, right? whether Errol Spence is going to be elite or not. He gets elite attention. And the boxing media sees him as, they see him as the next upcoming star, and he has a lot of power I can definitely see why he could be elite. So yeah, my prediction of this fight, I see it as Errol Spence will more likely stop him. I would say he'll stop him somewhere in the second half of the 12th round, of a scheduled 12-round fight. So anywhere from the seventh to the 12th to the 12th round, anywhere in between. But it should be it could be a good fight. I'll say that it could be a good fight. So I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, that is my video. Peace.